Hey Bestie, it's Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. In today's episode, we are using different kinds of Dollar Tree solar lights. I have this really pretty kind of copper solar light. I've got a tin planter and a ceramic planter. We're going to take some Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint, and we are just going to paint the entire tin planter. Not the bottom so much, just the edge of the bottom. And I'm going to end up doing 2 coats. I'm also going to cover the white on the ceramic planter just to brighten it up a bit. And we will do the part that's white on it already and the very bottom of it. And I'm just going for a fresh, clean look. This was from a thrift store, this piece. So we'll remove the tag. First, we're going to sand around the shiny part because we're going to paint it. And if we dull that a little bit, it makes the paint stick a little better. So we're going to take off the whole bottom piece. We don't need it for this one. And I'm going to paint around the sides in a red color. It's actually acrylic paint. Use whatever paint you want. I'm going to go for a patriotic red, white, and blue look here. This will look so cute for the 4th of July or just any time of year that you want to be patriotic. So now I've got the second coat on the tin planter. I'm going to take a black marker and I'm just going to draw a door. If you haven't figured it out, we're making a cute little lighthouse. I have seen these all over Pinterest and I've always wanted to make one. So there's our door. And then we're going to make some windows. We're going to make a little bit of bigger windows on this piece and then a little bit smaller ones on the ceramic piece. Again, I'm just going to go for 4 windows, 2 and 2 side by side. And I'm not trying to make it perfect, like measuring. You can, of course, you could tape it off. I'm just going to draw rectangles and color them in. I thought it would just look really cute to do that. You could paint as well if you want. Now we're going to assemble. I'm going to take Fix-All and hot glue and I'm going to put it all around the bottom, which is now the top of the tin planter, and alternate the hot glue in between. And then I will place the ceramic piece with the top down. So now the bottom is the top, and we'll glue that on there. Then I'm going to take this little teeny pot that came from Dollar Tree, little pieces of little mini planter pots, and I'm going to paint it red. When I first did this, I thought I wanted to put it upside down, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I took it off and I didn't show that part. I put a little door handle with the white paint, and now I'm attaching that little red pot to the top, and then I'm going to add more Fix-All and hot glue, and we can put the solar light right in there, and that's why I turned it around, because it sits in there perfectly and it's not going to fall off. The other way, it felt very precarious to me. And that's it. Tell me that isn't the cutest little thing, and it's patriotic. I love it. This was very easy to put together. Let me know what you think. Found these beautiful floral solar lights at Dollar Tree. I had never seen those before. I've seen other ones. Anyway, I had this idea. I thought I'd take this 3-piece planter or 3-hole planter. I'm going to take off the connectors that we're holding the stake on and take off the label as well. We're not going to use the stake for this one. This one's kind of interesting because it has an on-off switch for the solar piece and it bends down. So here's what I thought I would do. I would take them all apart and get them ready to go. Then I'm going to take Jenga blocks and I'm going to build up 5 rows of 2. So you see how I put 2 together, then I'll put 2 together and stack those on top until I get 5 rows. I figured out that was the height I needed. So I'm going to do that for 3 different holes that are in that planter. So you're going to need 30 Jenga blocks for this because you're going to need 10 for each one. And we're going to attach them in the center of each of the little pot sections of this planter. So now we're going to get some height in there. I know we had problems. I thought we could fix them. I've got these foam balls from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut off a little edge to make a flat side, and I'm going to hot glue 1 for each of those stacks of Jenga blocks, and that raises this up even higher, and it gives us a place to put the solar flowers. I'm going to stuff plastic bags. Of course, I've got plenty of Dollar Tree bags, don't we all? Anyway, and I'm just going to shove them carefully into the styrofoam. And you notice I put the part that needs to reach the sun, the solar panel, in the center because it has the best chance of getting the sun there. Plus the flowers look really nice that way. And you could still bend it up and turn it on or off. I thought I'd give you a better angle here. Now you can see all of my craft table. Now we're going to add glue all around the top of the plastic bags and start putting the Spanish moss over the top. That way it looks like it's just filled as a planter, but you wouldn't know that there's plastic bags underneath there. So you see, I'm just dumping glue. I had some glue that I don't really use and I didn't want it to get hard. So I thought I better try to use it up. I've had it for many years. So fortunately, it was still able to be used and I can put it in there and get this accomplished. And look how nicely that Spanish moss attaches. I did buy mine on Amazon because I just can never find any that's reasonably priced. And then Dollar Tree doesn't usually have that much. Or if they have any, it's teeny tiny bags. So we're just filling in the parts around those little solar panels. And once I get that in there, I'm going to trim all the fuzzy pieces that are hanging off the ends with my scissors. And then I'll make sure that the solar panels are clear so they can be, the sun can get to it. And that is all it took. This one is so cute. I love it. And when it lights up, the flowers get almost the color of that flower. It's so pretty. Let me know what you think. I've got this beautiful solar light. It's kind of more traditional looking, and I've got a candlestick from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to remove the tags on both. This particular one would also look good on the Lighthouse, I thought. Pull the tab out so it'll work, and I'm going to take out that bottom piece because we don't need it. I'm going to see how that's going to fit right in the candlestick, and then I'm going to put a generous amount of hot glue. This was so light, and it fit in there really snug. So yes, you could add more secure glue, but this actually seemed like it was going to stay no problem. So I went ahead and just did the hot glue for this one. If you have it in the heat a lot, which some people would, I would definitely use a combination of hot glue and E6000 or Fix-All, something like that. I'm going to cut up some little pics that are eucalyptus from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to start putting them in the sides of that candle holder that we're still showing because it was easy to tuck them in there and add a little bit of glue. Again, if this is outside, use a different glue. So once I got all those in there, does that look pretty? I thought to add a couple of flowers around the outside. So I'm just going to take about 4 or so different flowers and put them around where the greenery pieces are, but stick them in between because I love adding a little bit of color like that. And if I planted flowers outside, I might kill them. I don't have a green thumb. And I know I shouldn't say that, but it's been proven over and over again over the years. I know I'm not the only one, and some of you are very gifted in that way, and that's wonderful. I will admire your flowers. Anyway, just adding that last flower in there. And then I decided I don't think I want this to be all black. Guess we weren't meant to be. Now you can see how beautiful it is. You don't have to do anything at this point, but I decided I didn't want it to be all black. So I'm going to take my rub and buff, which I have in the antique gold. I'm going to put some on a paper towel, and I'm just going to start rubbing it all around the bottom. And I'm so happy I chose to do this because I love the look of this. So I'm going to keep rubbing until the whole bottom is done. Then I'll add some more, and I'll go do the top part of that candlestick and then down the stem. And I'm not going to do anything on the solar light itself. I think that looks good that it's black, and it's also plastic. I'm not sure how well that would work. It probably would, because Rub and Buff is a really good product to use. It sticks to most everything. Anyway, but I'm just going to do this, and then of course you can spray a clear coat over it to seal it. And that is all I'm going to do to this one. I am loving how it turned out. I think it's so cute, and it's elegant too. You'll have to let me know what you think. I just think it's beautiful. And it came together so easily. I found this really cool solar light. I had never seen one that looked quite like it. And I also have this little pineapple cup that had a straw with it. And I had it in my stash for a while, and I thought, what am I going to do with this thing? I thought it would come up with something, and I never did. So I'm going to turn the stake around in it like it's supposed to be. And I'm going to take my nippers, and I'm just going to cut little slits around that circle so that when I push the solar light stake in there, it'll push right through and bend. But you won't see the rough edges because it'll pull it along into the middle, which you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. So now I'm just going to take that with a little muscle and push it in. And once you break through, it goes right in. And then it just sits perfectly. It's so secure, you don't even have to add any glue at all. But I did decide that what it needed was some rocks to hold it down because it seemed very top heavy. Those little straw cups, the cute little poolside cups, are very lightweight. So I added in some rocks, and now I can put the stake back in with the lid, and that did it. That really made it sit more secure. You can put any rocks you want in there at all. Those are just the only ones I had. I'm going to take some cute little picks that I have. I think it's boxwood from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to glue them all the way around. I didn't have the right leaves that look like from a pineapple, but I thought this did the trick. I have all those little pieces I cut. I'm just going to individually place them all the way around with some hot glue. If you're worried about the glue outside, go ahead and use a different glue. A lot of the times I make these things and I just donate them. I don't keep all my projects at my house. Would be like a hoarder zone. So I just want to teach you how to do things that I've learned how to do, not necessarily because I'm going to be putting it outside or whatever. So I just want you to know, of course, if I was putting it outside, I would use a different glue so that that doesn't kind of freak anyone out. Now I'm going to put some more of the eucalyptus picks all around to cover up those little pieces that I glued down because they camouflage ends a lot better. Because I needed a flat end to glue down, but I don't want to look at it. So I just put these around the center, right around the stake, and that just makes it look really pretty, adds a little bit more dimension, and it's still green, but I just love doing that. I like mixing greens. I think this one is so cute. It's just, I'm so glad I came up with something to do with that little cup. Now I've got a couple other ones I got to think of something to do. Anyway, I hope you like it. It was really easy. It was super fun. And I think it came out great. Let me know what you think. Are you ready for more inspiration? I've got another video here I think you will really like. Click on it. I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye.